Taurus, stop everything you are doing right now because what I am about to reveal will shake you to your core. Someone close to you has been playing a very dangerous game, and I am about to expose exactly who they are and what they have been doing behind your back. But first, let me pull this one card that is screaming at me right now. Oh my God, the Devil card just flew out of my deck. Not what anyone expects when we talk about betrayal, right? Everyone thinks betrayal shows up as 7 of Swords or 3 of Swords, but the Devil, this is telling me that someone has been using psychological manipulation, addiction patterns, and creating dependency to control you, Taurus. This is not just simple backstabbing. This is systematic psychological warfare. In the next 30 minutes, I am going to reveal exactly who this person is, how they have been planting seeds of doubt in your mind, why they chose you specifically as their target, and most importantly, the 3 specific strategies they are using to wear you down. And Taurus, when you hear strategy number 2, you are going to realize why you have been feeling so drained lately. But here is what nobody is talking about. This person did not just wake up one day and decide to betray you. There has been a calculated plan, and it started months ago. They have been studying your weaknesses, your insecurities, your patterns, and they have been using this information against you in ways that are so subtle, you probably thought it was all in your head. The Devil card is showing me chains, but notice something, Taurus. Look closely at traditional devil imagery. Those chains around the necks of the figures, they are loose. The people could remove them anytime they want. This is the key message here. You have more power in this situation than you realize, and this person knows that. That is why they are working so hard to make you forget your own strength. Let me tell you what I am seeing in your energy field right now. There is this heavy, murky cloud around your solar plexus chakra. This is not natural, Taurus. Someone has been deliberately targeting your confidence, your sense of self-worth, your decision-making abilities. They have been feeding you just enough validation to keep you hooked, but mixing it with subtle criticism, doubt, and confusion. And this is where it gets really sinister, Taurus. This person has been using a technique called intermittent reinforcement. Sometimes they are wonderful to you, sometimes they are cold, sometimes they plant little seeds of worry, sometimes they act like your biggest supporter. This creates an addiction pattern in your brain. You start craving their approval and validation because you never know when you are going to get it. But wait, let me pull another card because I am sensing there is more to this story. Whoa. King of Swords reversed just appeared. Now this is interesting, Taurus. This is not some random person causing chaos. This is someone in a position of authority, someone who should be trustworthy, someone who has intellectual power and influence. But reversed, this king has become manipulative, cruel, using their mental abilities to cut you down instead of building you up. This could be a boss, a mentor, a family member in a leadership position, or even a romantic partner who has positioned themselves as the logical one in the relationship. They present themselves as rational, reasonable, always having your best interests at heart. But Taurus, that sharp sword energy, has been turned against you, cutting away at your confidence one precise slice at a time. Here is what this King of Swords reversed has been doing specifically. They have been questioning your decisions, making you second-guess yourself, pointing out flaws in your thinking, making you feel like you need them to make good choices. They have been positioning themselves as the voice of reason while systematically undermining your own inner wisdom. And the most twisted part? They have been doing this while pretending to care about you. I am just trying to help you see clearly. I am worried about you making this mistake. You know I only say this because I love you. Sound familiar, Taurus? But here is what they do not want you to know. Their behavior has nothing to do with you and everything to do with their own insecurities and jealousy. Let me pull another card to show you exactly what is driving their actions. Holy Spirit. 4 of Pentacles reversed just came through, and this explains everything, Taurus. This person is absolutely terrified of losing control, losing status, losing what they perceive as their security. And they see your growth, your stability, your natural Taurus ability to build lasting value as a direct threat to their position. 4 of Pentacles reverse shows someone who is so afraid of loss that they become possessive, controlling, manipulative. They are not trying to destroy you because they hate you, Taurus. They are trying to dim your light because your brightness makes them feel inadequate. Your natural ability to create abundance, to stay grounded, to build something real and lasting triggers their deepest insecurities. This person looks at your life and sees what they wish they could have. Maybe it is your inner peace, your ability to enjoy simple pleasures, your loyalty in relationships, your steady progress toward your goals. Whatever it is, they want it. And since they cannot have it, they are trying to make sure you cannot fully access it either. But Taurus, here is where this gets even more complex. This Four of Pentacles reversed is showing me that this person has been creating artificial scarcity in your life. They have been making you feel like opportunities are limited, like you need to compete, like there is not enough success, love, or abundance to go around. They have been feeding you messages like, you better be careful, the market is tough right now. Are you sure you are ready for that promotion? I just do not want to see you get hurt by taking risks. They disguise their fear-based projections as caring advice, but really they are trying to keep you small and manageable. And the cruelest part of this manipulation is that they have been using your own Taurus nature against you. They know you value stability, loyalty, and consistency, so they have been creating just enough chaos and uncertainty to keep you clinging to the familiar, even when the familiar is toxic. Let me pull another card because I am feeling there is a specific timeline element I need to address. Oh wow, Taurus. Three of Swords just came through, but not in the way you might expect. This is not about heartbreak happening to you. This is about the heartbreak this person has been carrying and how they have been passing that pain onto you like a virus. Three of Swords is showing me that somewhere in this person's past, they experienced a deep betrayal, a profound disappointment, a moment when they felt completely powerless and devastated. Instead of healing from this wound, they have been unconsciously recreating that dynamic, but this time putting themselves in the position of power. They are projecting their old pain onto your current situation. When they plant doubts about your relationships, they are remembering their own betrayals. When they question your financial decisions, they are reliving their own losses. When they make you feel like you cannot trust your own judgment, they are passing on the confusion and helplessness they once felt. This does not excuse their behavior, Taurus, but it explains it. And understanding their motivation gives you power, because now you can see their actions for what they really are: wounded projections, not accurate assessments of your reality. But here is what the Three of Swords is also showing me about your healing process. You're going to have to feel some temporary pain as you recognize how deeply this manipulation has affected you. You might feel angry, sad, disappointed, maybe even a little embarrassed that you did not see it sooner. This is normal, Taurus. This is part of breaking free. The Three of Swords cuts through illusions, and sometimes the truth hurts before it liberates. But I promise you, on the other side of this recognition is a freedom and clarity you have not felt in a very long time. Now let me pull a card to show you exactly how to protect yourself moving forward. Incredible. Nine of Pentacles just appeared, and this is exactly the energy you need to embody right now, Taurus. Nine of Pentacles is about self-sufficiency, independence, trusting your own abilities to create the life you want without needing validation or permission from anyone else. This card is showing me a figure in a beautiful garden they have cultivated themselves, surrounded by abundance they have earned through their own efforts. There is a bird of prey on their hand, which represents having tamed and directed powerful forces. This is your energy, Taurus. This is who you really are underneath all the doubt and confusion that has been planted in your mind. Nine of Pentacles is telling you to stop seeking approval from the person who has been undermining you. Stop explaining your decisions to them. Stop trying to convince them that you are capable. Stop giving them opportunities to plant more seeds of doubt. Instead, start making decisions from your own inner knowing. Start celebrating your own victories, even the small ones. Start trusting that your natural Taurus instincts for what is valuable, stable, and worth investing in are correct. This card is also showing me financial independence as a key theme in your liberation, Taurus. Part of this person's control over you might be economic. They might have been making you feel dependent on them financially, professionally, or practically. Nine of Pentacles says it is time to build your own resources, your own security, your own options. And here is something beautiful the Nine of Pentacles is revealing. You do not need to dramatically confront this person or create a big scene to reclaim your power. You can simply start living from your own center, making choices based on your own wisdom, creating your own abundance. When you stop feeding their manipulation with your attention and energy. When you stop seeking their approval and validation, they will naturally lose their power over you. They can only control you as long as you believe you need what they are offering. Let me draw one more card to give you specific guidance about timing and next steps. Amazing! The Hermit just came through, and this is perfect for where you are right now, Taurus. The Hermit is about going within, finding your own inner light, trusting your own guidance instead of looking outside yourself for answers. This card is telling you to take some time for solitude and reflection. You need space away from this person's influence to remember who you really are. You need quiet time to reconnect with your own values, your own goals, your own vision for your life. The Hermit holds up a lantern, which represents inner wisdom illuminating the path forward. Taurus, you have been looking to other people's opinions and judgments to light your way, but the Hermit says the guidance you need is already inside you. You just need to create enough silence and stillness to hear it. This might mean taking a break from certain social situations, limiting contact with the person who has been manipulating you, or simply spending more time alone with your thoughts and feelings. It might mean journaling, meditation, long walks in nature, or any activity that helps you reconnect with your own inner voice. The Hermit also represents a spiritual teacher or wise guide, but this time the teacher is you. You are being called to become your own authority, your own source of wisdom and validation. This is incredibly empowering, Taurus, because it means you never have to depend on anyone else's opinion of you ever again. And here is something profound. The Hermit is showing me about your future. This experience of recognizing and overcoming manipulation is going to make you incredibly wise and discerning. You are going to develop an almost psychic ability to sense when someone is being genuine versus when they are trying to control or manipulate you. This painful experience is actually a gift in disguise, Taurus. It is teaching you to trust yourself completely, to rely on your own inner guidance, to create your own security and abundance. These are skills that will serve you for the rest of your life. But the Hermit is also giving me one important warning. During this period of withdrawal and self-reflection, other people might try to make you feel guilty. They might say you are being antisocial, selfish, or difficult. The person who has been manipulating you might even escalate their behavior when they realize you are pulling away from their influence. Stay strong, Taurus. This is just proof that your strategy is working. When manipulative people start losing control, they often become more obvious in their tactics. They might love bomb you, trying to win you back with excessive attention and affection. They might play victim, making you feel guilty for setting boundaries. They might even try to turn other people against you. Do not fall for any of these tactics. Keep walking your own path, following your own inner light, trusting your own judgment. The people who truly care about you will respect your need for space and self-determination. The people who do not respect your boundaries are showing you exactly why you needed boundaries in the first place. Let me pull one final card to show you the ultimate outcome of this situation. Oh my goodness, Taurus. Six of Wands just appeared and I am getting chills. This card represents victory, triumph, public recognition for your achievements, and overcoming challenges through your own strength and determination. Six of Wands is showing me that not only are you going to break free from this manipulation, but you are going to thrive in ways that will be visible to everyone around you. The person who has been trying to dim your light is actually going to witness your success and recognize that their attempts to control you have completely failed. This card shows a figure on horseback, elevated above the crowd, holding a wand with a victory wreath. The crowd is cheering and celebrating their achievement. This is your future, Taurus. You are going to rise above this situation with such grace and power that people will look to you as an example of strength and resilience. But here is the most beautiful part of what Six of Wands is showing me. Your victory is not going to come from defeating or punishing the person who betrayed you. Your victory is going to come from becoming so authentically yourself, so successful in your own right, so confident in your own abilities that their opinion becomes completely irrelevant. Six of Wands represents earned success, not inherited or given success. Everything you achieve moving forward is going to be the result of your own efforts, your own talents, your own dedication. Nobody will be able to take credit for your accomplishments or make you feel like you owe them for your achievements. This card is also showing me leadership energy in your future, Taurus. Other people who have been through similar experiences of manipulation and betrayal are going to look to you for guidance and inspiration. Your story of breaking free and reclaiming your power is going to help others do the same. And here is something the Six of Wands wants you to know about timing. This transformation is not going to take as long as you might think. Once you fully commit to trusting yourself and withdrawing your energy from toxic dynamics, things are going to shift quickly. Within a few months, you are going to look back on this period and be amazed at how much has changed. The key is consistent action based on your own inner guidance. Every day you choose to honor your own needs instead of trying to please someone who does not have your best interests at heart. You are building momentum toward this Six of Wands victory. Now, Taurus, let me give you some very specific practical guidance for the immediate future. First, start paying attention to how you feel in different people's presence. Your body is an incredibly accurate detector of other people's intentions. If someone consistently makes you feel drained, confused, or insecure, trust that information. Second, stop explaining yourself to people who are not genuinely trying to understand you. When someone asks you questions that feel like interrogations, when they want to know all the details of your plans so they can find flaws, when they offer unsolicited advice that makes you feel worse about your situation, simply share less information. Third, create your own council of advisors. Instead of relying on one person's opinion, especially if that person has been undermining you, start seeking input from multiple sources. But most importantly, learn to trust your own gut instinct above everyone else's advice. Fourth, document the manipulation if it continues. Write down specific things this person says and does that make you feel bad about yourself. Sometimes manipulation is so subtle that we forget exactly what was said or done, but the feeling lingers. Having a record helps you see patterns and trust your own perceptions. Fifth, invest in your own growth and development. Take classes, read books, work with a therapist or coach, anything that helps you build confidence in your own abilities and judgment. The stronger your relationship with yourself becomes, the less susceptible you are to external manipulation. And finally, Taurus. Remember that setting boundaries with manipulative people is not mean or selfish. It is necessary for your mental and emotional health. You deserve relationships based on mutual respect, not power games and psychological manipulation. As we wrap up this reading, I want you to take a moment to really absorb what has been revealed here today. Someone in your life has been systematically trying to undermine your confidence and independence, not because there is anything wrong with you, but because your natural strength and stability triggers their own insecurities. But you now have the awareness and tools to break free from their influence. You know their tactics, you understand their motivations, and most importantly, you remember your own power. The cards are showing me a future where you are completely free from this toxic dynamic, where you are successful and confident in your own right, where other people look to you as an example of strength and authenticity. This future is not only possible, it is inevitable once you commit to honoring your own truth above everyone else's opinions. Trust yourself, Taurus. Your instincts are correct, your feelings are valid, your dreams are achievable, and anyone who tries to make you believe otherwise is revealing more about their own limitations than yours. You have got this, and I believe in you completely. But wait, Taurus, I am feeling like there is one more layer to this story that we need to explore. Let me pull another card because the energy is still swirling around this situation, and I sense there is something about the past that is crucial for you to understand. Holy Spirit, Five of Cups reversed just came through, and this is huge, Taurus. This card is showing me that there was a previous situation where you experienced loss, disappointment, or betrayal, and that experience made you more vulnerable to the current manipulation you are facing. Five of Cups reversed is about moving beyond past disappointments, but I am seeing that you have not fully processed or healed from something that happened before. This person who is currently manipulating you knows about this vulnerability and has been exploiting it deliberately. Let me explain what I'm seeing here, Taurus. The traditional Five of Cups shows someone crying over spilled cups, while two cups remain standing behind them. The reversed position means you are supposed to be turning around to see those upright cups, to recognize what you still have instead of focusing on what you lost. But here's the insidious part of what has been happening to you. Every time you start to turn around, every time you begin to see your own strength and value, this manipulative person has been deliberately reminding you of your past losses, your previous failures, your old wounds. They have been using phrases like, "Remember what happened last time you trusted someone?" Or, "Are you sure you want to risk going through that pain again?" Or, "I am just trying to protect you from making the same mistake twice." They disguise their manipulation as protection, but really, they are keeping you trapped in old pain to maintain control over you. This Five of Cups reversed is showing me something even deeper, Taurus. The person manipulating you might actually have been involved in that previous disappointment or betrayal. Maybe they were there when it happened, maybe they even contributed to it, and now they are using their knowledge of how it affected you to keep you emotionally dependent on them. Or here is another possibility that is coming through strongly. They might have positioned themselves as the person who saved you from that previous situation, who helped you through that difficult time. And now they are using that history to make you feel like you owe them your loyalty, like you cannot survive without their guidance and support. But Five of Cups reversed is telling you something revolutionary, Taurus. That past disappointment was not your fault, and more importantly, it does not define your future. You are not doomed to repeat painful patterns. You are not inherently flawed or unworthy of genuine love and respect. The manipulation you are currently experiencing is actually bringing this old wound to the surface so it can finally heal completely. This person's betrayal is forcing you to confront and resolve issues that have been holding you back for way too long. And here is what is beautiful about Five of Cups reversed. Once you fully process and release this old pain, you become invulnerable to this type of manipulation. You develop such a strong sense of your own worth that no one can make you doubt yourself using past failures or disappointments. Let me pull another card to show you more about this healing process and what it looks like practically. Unbelievable. Two of Swords just appeared, and this explains so much about why you have been feeling confused and unable to make clear decisions lately, Taurus. Two of Swords represents mental conflict, feeling torn between two choices, having difficulty seeing the truth of a situation clearly. But look at the imagery of this card carefully. There is a figure with a blindfold holding two crossed swords, sitting in front of water under a crescent moon. This person has deliberately blocked their own vision and is trying to make decisions without being able to see clearly. This is exactly what the manipulative person in your life has been encouraging you to do, Taurus. They have been putting a mental blindfold on you, making you doubt your own perceptions, creating confusion about what is real and what is not. Every time you start to see their behavior clearly, they create some kind of distraction or drama that forces you back into this Two of Swords energy of confusion and indecision. They need you to stay mentally blocked and uncertain because clarity would mean the end of their power over you. Two of Swords is also showing me that you have been trying to make decisions about this situation using logic alone, but this person has been feeding you false information and twisted logic to keep you confused. They have been presenting themselves as reasonable and rational while actually being completely manipulative. But here is the key insight Two of Swords is giving you, Taurus. Those swords the figure is holding, they can cut through the blindfold anytime they choose. The water behind them represents intuition and emotional intelligence. The moon represents the subconscious mind and hidden knowledge. You have always had the ability to see through this person's manipulation. Your intuition has been screaming at you that something was wrong. Your emotional body has been reacting to their toxic energy. Your subconscious mind has been picking up on all the inconsistencies in their behavior. Two of Swords reversed would be the breakthrough moment when you remove the blindfold and trust your own perceptions. When you stop trying to logic your way through their lies and instead trust what your gut has been telling you all along. This card is showing me that the confusion and indecision you have been experiencing is not natural for you, Taurus. You are normally very decisive, practical, and grounded. This mental fog has been artificially created by someone who benefits from your uncertainty. But I am also seeing in Two of Swords that you have been unconsciously participating in this dynamic, Taurus. Part of you has not wanted to see the truth clearly because the truth would require you to make some difficult changes in your life. Maybe this person provides something you feel you need: financial security, social status, emotional comfort, practical support. The thought of losing that support feels scary, so part of you has been willing to tolerate their manipulation rather than face the uncertainty of independence. Two of Swords is asking you to be honest with yourself about what you have been getting from this toxic dynamic and whether it is really worth the cost to your mental health, self-esteem, and personal power. And here is something profound this card is revealing about your growth process, Taurus. Learning to trust your own perceptions, even when someone is actively trying to convince you that your perceptions are wrong, is one of the most important life skills you can develop. Once you master this ability, once you learn to trust your own inner knowing over anyone else's version of reality, you become incredibly powerful and free. No one can gaslight you, manipulate you, or control you when you have unshakable faith in your own ability to perceive truth. Let me draw another card to show you what this empowerment looks like and how it changes your relationships with others. Wow, Taurus, Queen of Wands just blazed onto the scene and the energy just completely shifted. This is your empowered energy. This is who you become once you break free from manipulation and step into your full power. Queen of Wands is confident, charismatic, independent, creative, and absolutely magnetic in the best possible way. She knows her worth, and she does not need anyone else's validation to feel complete. She attracts genuine people who appreciate her authenticity, and she has zero tolerance for games, manipulation, or toxicity. This card is showing me your future self, Taurus, and she is glorious. You are going to develop such a strong sense of your own identity and value that manipulative people will not even be able to approach you. Your energy field will be so clear and powerful that toxic individuals will automatically be repelled. But Queen of Wands is also showing me something important about how this transformation happens. It is not about becoming hard or closed off or suspicious of everyone. It is about becoming so authentically yourself that you naturally attract people who resonate with your genuine energy and naturally repel those who do not. This queen holds a sunflower, which always turns toward the light. She has a black cat, which represents intuition and psychic abilities. She sits on a throne decorated with lions, representing courage and strength. This is all your energy, Taurus, once you stop dimming yourself to accommodate someone else's insecurities. Queen of Wands is also showing me leadership and entrepreneurial energy in your future. The experience of breaking free from manipulation is going to teach you so much about human psychology, personal boundaries, and authentic power that you might find yourself in a position to guide or mentor others. You might start a business, write a book, create content, or simply become the person in your friend group that others come to for advice about toxic relationships and personal empowerment. Your wisdom is going to be earned through experience, which makes it incredibly valuable and trustworthy. But I am also seeing in Queen of Wands that your romantic life is going to transform completely once you step into this energy, Taurus. You are going to attract partners who celebrate your strength instead of trying to diminish it, who support your independence instead of trying to create dependency. The person who has been manipulating you has probably made you feel like you are too much or too demanding or too sensitive when you express your needs or set boundaries. Queen of Wands energy laughs at that nonsense. She knows that the right person will love everything about her, including her high standards and strong boundaries. This card is also revealing something about your creative expression, Taurus. Part of this manipulation has probably involved discouraging your creative projects, your business ideas, your artistic pursuits, anything that would make you more independent and self-sufficient. Queen of Wands says it is time to resurrect those dreams and pursue them with absolute passion and commitment. Your creativity is not just a hobby, it is a form of personal power and self-expression that no one has the right to diminish or discourage. And here is something beautiful Queen of Wands is showing me about your healing journey. You are not going to heal in isolation. You are going to heal through connection with other strong, authentic people who appreciate and celebrate your true nature. This might look like joining communities of like-minded individuals, working with therapists or coaches who empower rather than judge, or simply spending more time with friends and family members who have always seen and valued your authentic self. But let me pull one more card, because I am sensing there is something specific about the action steps you need to take that we have not fully explored yet. Incredible. Eight of Wands just shot across my reading table, and this is all about swift movement, rapid change, and taking decisive action after a period of stagnation. This card literally represents messages flying through the air, communication, movement, and things happening fast. Eight of Wands is telling you that once you make the decision to break free from this manipulative dynamic, everything is going to change very quickly, Taurus. The person who has been trying to control you has been keeping you in a state of slow, chronic confusion and uncertainty. But once you step out of that energy, your natural Taurus determination is going to kick in and you are going to make up for lost time rapidly. This card often represents travel, new opportunities, exciting communications, and a general sense that life is finally moving forward again after being stuck. You might receive job offers, invitations, romantic interest, or business opportunities that seemed impossible while you were trapped in that manipulative dynamic. Eight of Wands is also showing me that the truth about this person and their behavior is going to become crystal clear very quickly. Once you start paying attention and trusting your perceptions, you are going to see their manipulation everywhere. It will be so obvious that you will wonder how you ever missed it. But this card is also giving you a warning, Taurus. When you start moving fast and making positive changes, the person who has been manipulating you might try to create some kind of crisis or emergency to pull your attention back to them. They might suddenly have health problems, financial difficulties, relationship drama, or work stress that they need your help with. Do not fall for these tactics. Eight of Wands is telling you to keep moving forward with your own life and plans regardless of their attempts to create diversions. Their emergencies are not your responsibility, especially when they have been deliberately undermining your well-being. This card is also showing me that you are going to start receiving validation and recognition from multiple sources once you step into your authentic power. It is like the universe has been waiting for you to break free so it can shower you with opportunities and connections that align with your true nature. You might get messages from old friends who want to reconnect, invitations to events or projects that excite you, or simply a general sense that doors are opening everywhere you look. This is not coincidence, Taurus. This is what happens when you stop wasting your energy on toxic dynamics and start investing it in your own growth and happiness. Eight of Wands is also revealing something about communication, Taurus. You are going to become much more direct and honest in how you express yourself. No more walking on eggshells, no more editing your words to avoid triggering someone else's insecurities, no more pretending to be smaller than you are to make others comfortable. Your communication style is going to become refreshingly authentic, and this is going to attract amazing people into your life, while naturally filtering out those who cannot handle your honesty and strength. But I want to pull one final card to show you the ultimate spiritual lesson and transformation that comes from this experience, because I sense there is something deeply meaningful about this journey that goes beyond just escaping manipulation. Oh my God, Taurus, the star just appeared and I am literally getting goosebumps because this is the most beautiful possible ending to this story. The star represents hope, healing, spiritual guidance, and the restoration of faith after a period of darkness and difficulty. The star comes after the tower in the tarot sequence, which represents the destruction of false structures and illusions. Your experience with this manipulative person has been your tower moment, the collapse of illusions about their character and intentions, the destruction of a dynamic that was never serving your highest good. But the star shows that this destruction was necessary for your spiritual evolution, Taurus. You needed to experience this level of manipulation to develop discernment, boundaries, and unshakable faith in your own inner guidance. This painful experience has been preparing you for a much higher level of consciousness and personal power. The star shows a figure pouring water from two vessels, one onto the land and one back into the water source. This represents the flow of spiritual energy, the balance between giving and receiving, the understanding that true abundance comes from alignment with your authentic self and higher purpose. This is what your life is going to look like once you complete this healing journey, Taurus. You are going to be in perfect flow with your own energy, giving generously from your overflow rather than depleting yourself to please others, receiving abundantly because you finally believe you deserve good things. The star also shows 7 small stars and 1 large star, representing the connection between earthly experience and cosmic consciousness. Your journey through manipulation and betrayal is going to give you profound spiritual insights about human nature, the power of authenticity, and the importance of staying aligned with your truth regardless of external circumstances. You are going to become a beacon of hope and inspiration for others who are going through similar experiences, Taurus. Your story of breaking free and reclaiming your power is going to light the way for countless others who feel trapped in toxic dynamics. But the star is also showing me something beautiful about your relationship with yourself moving forward. You are going to develop such a loving, nurturing, protective relationship with your own energy and well-being that it becomes impossible for manipulative people to get close enough to harm you. This is not about building walls or becoming suspicious of everyone. This is about becoming so centered in your own truth and so committed to your own happiness that you naturally gravitate toward people and situations that support your highest good. The star represents wishes coming true, dreams manifesting, and the restoration of faith in the goodness of life. All those hopes and dreams that the manipulative person tried to convince you were unrealistic or impossible. They are going to start manifesting once you align with your authentic power and purpose. This card is also showing me that your intuitive abilities are going to become incredibly strong after this experience, Taurus. You are going to be able to sense other people's true intentions almost immediately. You are going to know within minutes of meeting someone whether they are genuine or whether they have hidden agendas. This psychic development is a natural result of learning to trust your own perceptions despite external pressure to doubt them. Once you have mastered that skill, your intuitive abilities expand exponentially. And here is the most beautiful message the star is giving you about your future, Taurus. You are not just going to survive this experience. You are going to thrive beyond your wildest imagination. The person who tried to dim your light has actually forced you to discover just how bright you can shine. Every attempt they made to make you smaller has ultimately made you bigger. Every doubt they planted has forced you to find deeper levels of self-trust. Every manipulation they attempted has taught you something valuable about your own strength and resilience. You are going to look back on this period as one of the most important growth experiences of your entire life, not because it was pleasant, but because it catalyzed a transformation that would not have happened any other way. The star is showing me that within the next several months, you are going to be living a completely different life, more authentic, more abundant, more joyful, more aligned with your true purpose than ever before. And the person who tried to control you is going to witness this transformation and realize that their efforts not only failed, but actually contributed to your ultimate success. This is cosmic justice at its finest, Taurus. Not revenge, but the natural consequence of choosing authenticity over manipulation, truth over illusion, self-love over external validation. You are about to step into the most empowered, beautiful, authentic version of yourself. And I cannot wait for you to experience the magic that is waiting for you on the other side of this breakthrough. Trust the process, trust yourself, and most importantly, trust that you deserve all the love, respect, and abundance that is coming your way. You have got this, and I believe in you completely.